Today I'm reacting to this channel. It's the first time that I'm checking out Jeb Brooks. I'm going to subscribe because I'm sure it's gonna be a great video. We landed in the secret world of Bhutan. I've checked out before Geography Now Bhutan to get a little introduction to the country. It sounded very unique, you know, like no other country. So yeah, I don't know anything about this country. So yeah, let's just check out the video and see how Bhutan actually is. Let's go. Okay, it didn't work. Let's go.
A huge part of the adventure of visiting Bhutan.
Oh wait, why it started from her?
Bhutan, one of the world's most magical places. Nestled high in the Himalaya mountains between India and China, it's been isolated for generations, only recently opening to outsiders.
Wow, look at that.
But even today, getting here is no easy task.
Hello, Jet Setters. I'm Jeb Brooks from greenergrass.com. Welcome to Bhutan.
Greener grass.
Here's the plan. We'll fly from Bangkok to Calcutta before one of the most scenic flights of my life into Paro, Bhutan. We'll then spend a week exploring this fascinating country. A huge part of the adventure of visiting Bhutan is about the flight there, and our day started before the sun was even up in Bangkok in order to catch our sixth.
Bro, you're telling me that the Bangkok airport has this sculpture right there for everyone to see? Are you kidding me? I haven't been to Thailand, but I always wanted to. This is incredible.
30 departure.
That's check-in complete. Next stop. Well, the gate area. There's no lounge in economy class.
We're booked into economy class on Bhutan Airlines, one of two airlines offering service into Paro. There are only a handful of pilots who are certified to land at this incredibly challenging airport, and we were ready to get on board.
Not really a flight I imagined being on ever in my life, but it's kind of cool.
After a short bus ride, we stepped off and saw the 14-year-old Airbus A319 that was waiting to take us on this journey of a lifetime. We made our way to our seats, which were already occupied, and after a brief discussion, those passengers moved to their seats, and we sat down.
That's like a nightmare, you know? That's like a nightmare. Oh my god, it happened to me once. I felt so awkward, you know? Oh my god, I really don't like to confront people on some issues.
Ours. Soon, the sun was up,
confront people in
our
general.
plane was taxiing. I was excited to see the in-flight magazine. It's too bad so few airlines still provide them. Now, a highlight of that magazine had to be the explanation of the mountains we're going to be able to see
Look
on
at
this
that.
journey.
So cool.
Breakfast was basic, but welcome.
Man, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Proud.
You see, this jam is made near his home in Adelaide, Australia.
I like that they also give you the dragon fruit. That's almost impossible to find here in Italy.
Before long, we touched down in Kolkata for a technical stop. Our stop here took around 45 minutes to take on fuel and clean the plane.
Most everybody's gotten off the plane here in Kolkata, so it looks like it's going to be fairly empty on the way into Paro for the good stuff, I guess you could call it.
We heard the left side offered the better views on this leg, so we moved. We were airborne again in no time, and shortly after departure, we're offered another small snack and a complimentary glimpse of Everest off in the distance.
Oh my god. Wow, look at that.
Soon,
So
even
cool.
before we began our descent, the Earth began to rise. This approach certainly counts as one of the most impressive I've ever seen. And in the past, I've heard only a handful of pilots are certified to land here. I'm sure that's true. I've also been told there's only one way in and one way out. But we saw airplanes landing in both directions while we were here, so I'm not sure how true that is. If you do know, let me know in the comments below. For now, it felt like we could reach out and touch these mountains as we made our way toward Paro. This approach is challenging, but perfectly safe. At less than 7,500 feet in length, the runway is surrounded by 18,000-foot mountain peaks and is itself at 7,283 feet above sea level. And as expected, despite
Oh.
the challenges, thanks to a well-trained and talented crew, we touched down with
Bro, this looks so incredible. I don't think I've ever been to a place that looks so unique. I mean, at least the view from the
buttery
place.
smoothness, right on time.
That was unbelievable.
The airport, like pretty much everything in this special country, was uniquely Bhutanese. And the minute we stepped off the plane, we could feel the altitude.
That's
We'll
the
spend the
airport.
bulk of this
Oh my
week between
God.
8 and 10,000 feet above sea level. Over the next week or so, we'll hike, bike, and discover some of what makes Bhutan such a special place.
After traveling all this way, what do? Let's show you around Bhutan.
Dochula Pass is the starting point for a beautiful,
Beautiful.
peaceful hike through the woods. You'll encounter prayer flags in many places in Bhutan. They're filled with the prayers of faithful Buddhists who hang them in auspicious places where wind and water can carry them away.
Such a beautiful tradition.
This has got to be one of the most peaceful and beautiful countries I've ever seen in my entire life. It's just amazing here.
The Punakha Dzong is a palace built in 1637. It served as the administrative capital of the country until 1955, when that was moved to Thimphu. Today, it houses some of the most sacred relics in the country and continues to be the administrative capital for the Punakha region. Inside, you'll discover beautiful and distinctive Bhutanese architecture.
So incredible.
Bridges
Wow.
with flowing water and regular wind can serve as wonderfully auspicious places for prayer flags.
Bro, this is like the dream place, you know, because you can definitely see that there's no Western touch on their architecture or anything else. This is just amazing. Oh my God. Wow. That's so unique. That's like a journey that you just discover new things.
But we were ready for a slightly faster mode of transportation.
Oh, that's
What do you think so
cool.
far?
It is beautiful, but biking at elevation, that's real.
Struggle is real.
We booked this trip with a company called Back Roads. I'll link to them in the description below, and traveled with a group of around 13 other people, mostly from North America. It was a comfortable way to travel, with the guides taking care of just about everything for us.
Yeah, the Barb from Geography Now said in his video that you must have a guide. You pay like $100 per day or something like that in the country, but you must have that's included with the price is inclusive with the guide and everything that they will tour you around. You cannot go on your own, if I remember correctly. Maybe it has changed because his videos were like 7 or 8 years ago or something like that. But yeah, at that time it was like that. This is a fairly new video, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let me see. Oh, this is 8 months ago, so maybe it changed, but I don't know. He's here with a different company, so I guess you must.
We soon came upon an incredibly long suspension bridge we dared not ride across.
This is fantastic. I don't think there's a more beautiful place to ride a bike than here in Bhutan. I know that some of you will argue with me on that, but this is up there. Literally, with the altitude, it's definitely up there. Spectacular. Absolutely spectacular.
Soon we traded rural Bhutan for the bustling urban capital of Thimphu. But this isn't your typical big city. With a population of only around 140,000 people, they don't need everything a major city does.
Who needs a stoplight?
You see, there are no traffic lights in this country. Instead, a police officer directs traffic here at this major intersection.
Bro, talking about boring jobs. Oh my God. That must be the worst job to be doing. Oh my God. Just standing and indicate to people where to go. Oh man. You make a mistake. Yeah, there's gonna be an accident.
As you can tell, Bhutan is a very traditional country, and one of the places where we saw that was with the national pastime, archery. We enjoyed watching these locals practice. Bhutan also has a much-loved king. It's also the world's newest democracy. Before abdicating, the current king's father gave the gift of democracy to the country. At first, they resisted, but have slowly grown accustomed to regular parliamentary elections. Among the many fascinating quirks in the country's constitution, 60% of the nation must be covered by trees. And of course, Bhutan is also famous for its embrace of gross national happiness as a measure of the nation's success. All of these factors combine to create a peaceful and beautiful country. But there's really no better way to get a sense of a place than through their culinary culture.
Of course.
And a walk through the local market was the best way for us to set the stage for a fantastic, traditional Bhutanese meal.
What is
Here in
that?
Bhutan, there's a national dress. For men, it's the go,
Bro, I want that. I want that dress.
which is what I'm wearing. And for women, it's the kira, which is what Suzanne's wearing. It's required when you're going to school or even when
Wow.
you're here in the country of Bhutan. We decided to try it on for tonight as we head down for a traditional Bhutanese dinner. Let's go see what it's all about. I think we can all
So
agree
incredible.
Suzanne in a kira looks a lot better than me in a go.
Dinner is served family style, which allowed us to sample a lot more than we would have otherwise. But there's a clear winner in my book.
So the momo is the Bhutanese version of a dumpling, and it is spectacular.
Oh, that
Probably
looks so
my
good.
favorite thing I've eaten here. I'm kind of disappointed we're starting with it because I want to end with it because it's as good as dessert.
Everything on the table was delicious, but sadly, the national dish, chili cheese, was too spicy for me.
Chili cheese
If
sounds
we have
amazing.
space left, but I bet we can find some room somewhere.
Because tourism is an essential part of the Bhutanese economy, the hotels are extremely nice. However, it wasn't always this way. Bhutan was closed to outsiders until 1974, when 300 foreigners per year were permitted to visit. Today, less than 150,000 tourists come here each year. And each one pays $100 per day as a sustainable development
So
fee.
yeah.
That goes directly to fund local development projects. Further, all foreign tourists must be accompanied by a local guide. Bhutan has taken a thoughtful approach to tourism to ensure they don't lose their unique culture by being overrun by tourists.
It's time to visit what is, perhaps, the most iconic place in all of Bhutan. This is the
I mean, if it's $100 including everything, that's a really good price, I would say.
Tiger's Nest hike. This 4-mile hike is certainly a challenge, with nearly 1,700 feet of elevation gain and reaching an eventual altitude of more than 10,000 feet above
Bro,
sea level.
look at that.
This trek takes 5
Oh
or
my
6 hours to
God.
complete. The clouds would part ever so slightly to grant us tantalizing glimpses
That's
of Tiger's
incredible.
Nest. But our hike continued. We finally reached Tiger's Nest. Cameras are not allowed inside, so you'll have to trust me when I say it's a truly magical place.
I
This
mean, it
stunning
looks
structure
amazing.
was founded in the 8th century.
Is there some video that shows the inside of this place? I mean, I really want to see it. Oh my god. Wow. That's incredible. I mean, I was already shocked when I watched the Geography Now video. Seeing it like this, wow, it's even better.
By the guru Padma Sabama, who brought a form of Buddhism to Bhutan from Tibet. Visiting this special spot was truly the perfect way to end our time in this enigmatic country. The next day, we arrived at the airport to discover we'd be delayed for a very unusual reason. You see, the king of Bhutan right there had been meeting with Indian Prime Minister Modi right there.
Oh!
Bhutan is known as a
Wow.
pebble between two boulders, that's India and China. And these two leaders were saying goodbye after a bilateral summit. The relationship Bhutan shares with India is one half of the delicate balancing act this small, landlocked nation must play with its two powerful neighbors. One more element in the fascinating story of Bhutan.
Between now and the next time, see you in the sky.
What an incredible video.
I'm riding a bike up a mountain in Bhutan. Heck of a climb, but you know what they say, the view at the top is always worth it. And that right there, that's why I did this. Wow, that was really hard. I filmed at the very bottom. I didn't film anything on the way up. That was really intense.
Here in Bhutan, there's a national dress, an official, what do they call it? It's a national dress. Here in Bhutan,
We tried the shortest layovers at the worst airports. Oh my god, that's like a nightmare becoming true.
there's a national dress, and men.
Hello, jet setters. I'm from greenergrass.com. Welcome to Bhutan.
I mean, yes, that's the worst actually when you're trying to film a video and then you keep making mistakes. That was crazy. That was crazy because you don't really see that many videos about this little country that is so unique. So yeah, thank you so much for this recommendation, and shout out to Jeb Brooks. There will be a link in the description so you can check out the original video and subscribe to this vlogger. Thank you so much also for watching my reaction video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have you been to this country? Do you come from this country? I want more information. So yeah, thank you again. I will see you in the next video.